Hello class. Today I'm going to talk to you guys about a flight computer, otherwise known as an E6B. A little history about the E6B. It was developed in the US by Philip Dalton back in the 1930s. An E6B nowadays is generally used for flight training purposes. Professional or airline pilots don't usually use it anymore. They have electronic computers that do all the calculations for them. But us as general aviation pilots or flight students, we use this for cross-country planning purposes. We use these flight computers to calculate things like ground speed and true headings, and also altitudes and airspeed corrections. An E6B does various things, like I said, such as calculating the difference between true airspeed and your ground speed. It also does your calculations or temperature conversions. It does a lot of things that is very helpful in flight training to get us prepared to use these to go on our cross-country flights in our flight plans. They are a little bit difficult to understand in the beginning, but once you get a hang of how to use them, they're generally kind of simple to use. The E6B does come apart and has a part that just has general information on here. For example, such as flight plan information. This is the information that you would need to file a flight plan. It also has things like special equipment, what kind of equipment. When you're filing a flight plan, it would tell you what kind of equipment depending on what aircraft you're going to be flying. Another thing is wind components. It will tell you by using the E6B, you can tell if you have a crosswind or a headwind and what the velocity of that wind is going to be that certain day. The angle between the direction and the true course of the wind is also another thing on here. You can also calculate the distance in nautical miles or statute miles, and then on this side here, if you want to know or convert the nautical miles into statute miles, that is also another thing you can do. So it is a very helpful tool that we use in our flight training. It's something that you really need to work on and practice on to get the hang of. But once you get the hang of it, it's very helpful.